when you look at not only his leadership, but then, the captain, Sasha Barkov, one of the top players in the NHL right now. Do you like what this team has going for it, especially with the addition of Sergei Bobrovsky?
Well, how can you not like it? And the first thing I think of when they add Coach Q to the mix to lead the charge as head coach and the bench boss of the Florida Panthers is instant credibility, instant respect. I always relate it back to when I played for the Devils, we were starting to become a better team. Then in comes Jacques Lemaire and Larry Robinson, guys that were winners. So automatically, they were going to teach you on those dog days in January, tough games on the road, how to win those tight games when maybe you're not at your best. That's the types of things Joel Quenneville can bring to your team. And look, we talk about the competitive balance in this league. It's not easy to win. It's not easy to make the playoffs. Ask the Florida Panthers 2 years ago, 97 points, didn't make the playoffs. In fact, missed it by 1 point.
Right.
Two of the Devils, the surprising Devils at the time. But they were missing some pieces. They've got a good special teams. They score plenty of goals. Couldn't keep the puck in the net. And that's a defense mentality. I love what he said, 5-man units. It's not just on the defense. It's not just on the goaltender. Yeah, they've got a big upgrade in goals, certainly. I know Luongo had a Hall of Fame career, was at the latter stages, was injured as well. They didn't get good enough goaltending from their goaltenders. Certainly this season, all of a sudden you add Bobrovsky and the guy that's won the Vezina Trophy twice. He's going to stabilize that position, but he needs help around him. I don't care. You can't put it all on the goaltender. And Florida, in their own zone, was lackadaisical. All of a sudden, you had Anton Strahlman. Let's not underestimate how important that is. If he can stay healthy, he missed some time last year with the Lightning. He's an excellent, strong, two-way defenseman that brings that veteran leadership and stabilizes the back end. And again, he adds a couple guys up front that are good defensively. Noel Acciari will help the defenseman out. It's the play away from the puck Joel talks about that he's going to be able to implement. So do I think the Florida Panthers are a playoff team? Yes. Do I think they've become an instant contender? Yes.
Wow.
They can.
All right.
They're that good. They have to go out and show it. Joel Quenneville has to make sure he implements all those things that's made him a winner his whole career. Anywhere he goes, whether it's an assistant coach or head coach of the Chicago Blackhawks, where they won the Cup 3 times in 5 years. But there's no question in my mind, and I, like I said, it brings back fond memories, because as soon as Jacques Lemaire came in our room along with Larry Robinson, it was like, oh boy, you better listen. These guys have how many rings on the fingers, whether as players or executives or coaches along the way, that you have a tendency to your ears, elephant ears, they get a little wider. You hear a lot more. You absorb a lot more what the coach is saying, because what they're saying is true. It's proven. They've won. It's not just about how talented you are. Florida's got plenty of talent, like a lot of teams in this league, and led by, you mentioned, Barkov, who's quietly becoming one of the best players in the National Hockey League, underrated still. But they've got the pieces there. Now it's about doing it on the ice, not just when you feel like it or when you have an offensive chance, because we got skilled guys, we'll put the puck in that, but understanding what it takes away from the puck. Don't cheat inside your blue line, inside the offensive blue line, turnovers, all those little things. Those are the things that Joel Quenneville will make them do on a daily basis.